We'll get this chat going here, too, for you. You know the drill. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. I didn't see that video.
Oh,
that's going to be an interesting
her
one.
Her opponent was running against her in 2020. He works for Mark Levin.
Republican, right?
He works for Mark Levin. He's like for a Latino conservatives group. He's good, bro. He I'm gonna explain. You're gonna hear what I'm saying.
Nice.
It's
Excellent.
good. She literally ran all across the freaking avenue away from him. That was great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Uncle Tony Show. You know, it's Uncle Tony Tuesday. I hope everyone's great. I hope you had a great week. We're winning big time. President Trump is winning big time. He's the best. He is absolutely amazing. This guy is just fighting everybody. I love that. And he's winning. That's the amazing part. Love that guy, man. But you know what? I like to start everybody off with a good laugh. Adam, how are you today? Everything's all right?
Doing pretty well. Can't complain. Feeling good on a Tuesday.
Now,
Uncle Tony Tuesday.
I don't know if you all heard this one, but at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, with the low IQ, the POS, she ran away from her opponent. Oh, you're going to love this, Adam. Do me a favor. Go to my Twitter feed. Let's give everybody a treat to start off the show. Let's give everybody a treat over here to the Patriots.
Now, hey, while we load this up, if you guys are joining us, drop us a comment, say hello. We'd love to hear from you. Please let us know what's on your mind and what you've seen this week. Maybe Uncle T missed something. It's rare that he does, but every once in a while something slips through.
I got 5 hours worth of stuff to talk
Every once in a while, people they see a gem out there. We love to hear about it. You know,
5 hours worth of stuff. But of
all
course,
right,
you know,
Twitter
I don't know
coming
everything
right
either.
up.
I'm not God.
There we go. Twitter feed. Let's see. Let's go to the actual profile. What are we looking for? AOC stuff here?
Yep.
Today?
Well, that was go right to the top, right there. Look at this. No, not that. Well, not that obviously.
That's just
right there. Well, what happened? You were there, but then you went away. No, go down more.
Sure.
Right there.
Oh, Rich Valdez.
Rich Valdez, yo, shout outs. Rich Valdez, that's AOC's opponent in 2020. He is awesome. He works for Mark Levin, who I said probably without debate anybody with his mouth taped shut. Okay? And he works for him. Awesome. Latino conservative right there. He's awesome. And watch, you know what happened? Look, just read it, click on his tweet over there and see what he wrote.
After Rep Maloney, who I've never met prior, stopped to say hello at Curtis Liwa and me, I saw AOC leave Todos Juntos banner to greet people, so I quickly walked over to say hello, a reminder of my invitation to debate the issues on my show, but she ran across the street.
She ran away. Do you remember when she first got elected only with 100,000 votes anyway? Before she even took office, Ben Shapiro had challenged her to a debate. And he didn't challenge her. He said, listen, let's come and debate all the topics on my show, and I'll give $10,000 to a charity of your choice. So if she wanted to, she cost a charity $10,000. She cost some people that needed that $10,000 by not wanting to debate him because she's a fraud. She's been selected by Soros and the leftists to represent, to push his agenda. So in other words, you know, the Democrats and leftists, they got no facts. Everything they say is a lie, so they'll never debate because they're going to get shown for the frauds that they are. So she told Ben Shapiro that he was catcalling her and that's misogynistic. Really? Ben Shapiro? I mean, really him? And he even said, really? You know, and she didn't even debate him. So now Rich Valdez, he wanted to just say hi to her and invite her to his show. Now show the video there, please, Adam.
Let me get the sound queued up here. All right. Here we go.
Notice the party. He's crossing the street to go up to her, and her whole entourage run away from him all across the street. See, look, there's Rich right there. God bless Rich. I hope he wins. He's awesome, man.
Who, the guy in the white shirt
Yep.
there?
Look, he's walking over there now. That whole little crowd, a few people that's coming up there, is Cortez and crew, right? And look, he goes over there, and you're going to love this. Oh, run! Run! Look how she just ran away, man.
Are the people around her with her or
That's
following
probably
her?
her entourage, probably her crew, whatever. Maybe one of the handlers is there. You know, if you get a close-up zoom and, see who everybody is, I bet you it's one of the Soros guys over there. Something. Who knows? It's one of her staff. Who knows? But she ran away. Why are you running? Look. And look, he's crossing the street over there. Like, yo, what's going on over here?
She really had the cooties.
Yeah,
My
bro.
God.
Like, what's going on, bro? You scared to debate because everything she says is a freaking lie. It's only the globalist, leftist, Soros agenda she's pushing with no facts. And yeah, I can't believe that. How funny. She ran away. Yeah, show that again. I love that. You know, give everybody a good laugh again. Let's look at it. Poor guy's just running across, say hello, hey, what's up? How you doing? Funny on my phone. I'm not getting the feed.
Got the PA pumping over there at the parade.
Look at that. Rich is going over there and say, oh, ¿cómo está? How you doing? The Puerto Rican parade over here. Let's be friends, say hello, debate the issues. Oh, hey, look at her. Oh.
See ya.
See ya. Her and the whole crew just run away.
Too bad there was a barrier there. She's like, mother.
Isn't that awesome?
I mean, he didn't even get a chance to.
No, of course she's not going to debate him because he's going to crush her.
I mean,
Come
he's
on.
doing a
He
great
works for
job.
Mark Levin, so you can imagine what kind of debater he is.
Right, but he's doing a great job about being provocative and getting the attention on this. I think he's doing a nice job.
Oh, well, listen. Yeah. I just saw it on I didn't even know about this guy. I saw it on my Twitter feed. Somebody had retweeted it. Mm-hmm. So now I follow Rich. I commented to him. I support him. Even though we don't live in this district, we can't vote for him, but I'm going to tell everyone that does live in this district to vote for him. Mm-hmm. I'm going to spread the word, grassroots for him, man. You know, you got my support, Rich. He's a great guy, man. You know what I mean? This guy has facts. He has reality, how to really help his constituents. What's AOC done for her constituents? Are you freaking kidding me? She's done nothing. She's a freaking idiot. Are you kidding me, man? Yo, Rich, God bless you. Now, speaking of the Puerto Rican parade, that dirtbag de Blasio piece of garbage, commie, Bolshevik scumbag, the first mayor in New York City history not to attend the Puerto Rican Day parade, what disrespect is that? Are you kidding me?
What was he doing? That's
62
so much
years, I think the
important.
Puerto Rican parade's been going on. No mayor's ever missed it.
Right, it's not like it's a surprise.
No,
Like
the mayor's supposed to be there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
much.
And no, so he could campaign in Iowa, and considering he's got no shot at all to win 0%, even the Democrat nomination, he dissed the Puerto Ricans to go to Iowa to campaign for something he's going to get crushed in. And guess what? This is the karma part. I love this. They said they polled people in Iowa, Democrats, after
Sure.
you know,
of course.
Oh, even Farticus was there. And, all the dirtbags, Kamala, lay in bed, open your legs, Kamala. You know what I'm saying? She was there. All the dirtbags were there. And they polled the Democrat voters. And you know what? Not even one, folks, said that he would be their first choice to run for the Democratic nomination, to get the Democratic nomination. Not even one. So he polled 0%. So you dissed your fellow New Yorkers, and I don't know if any of you have been to the Puerto Rican parade. Ooh, that's a festive occasion. Ooh, nice. I couldn't make it this year, but I've been other times, and I'm going to go again. I love it. You know why I think he did that? Because a lot of Puerto Ricans don't like him, and a lot of Puerto Ricans are pro-Trump. So maybe that's why he felt, you know what, but still, you don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I know a lot of Puerto Ricans, they love President Trump. And they know how corrupt Puerto Rico is, and they even blame that mayor, that freaking leftist, and the people
that
running
lady,
Puerto
right?
Rico. Remember, she was standing in front of the palace over there,
grandstanding
Not
like
even
crazy.
that. You know what else? A lot of people don't know because the fake news is fake news. That's why you're the enemy of the people. You're dirtbags. That's why you're failing. You're going down. You suck. All right. You know what they found like a few months later? They found in like areas, like secluded areas, they found piles and piles of food that was rotting. In other words,
oh yeah,
it was meant for the people to help them, and the Democrats and all them wanted to sabotage President Trump so much that they threw all that food and all that stuff into the trash, let it rot, sitting there in open fields, instead of giving it to the people of Puerto Rico who were devastated by that hurricane. And a lot of people, starved. They didn't have food to eat just because of sabotage. Don't forget, the truckers union also, they had gotten a new deal recently, back then, and they didn't like the deal, so they weren't transporting food either. I think from what I understand, we had to, a lot of truck drivers volunteered from here to go over there and actually deliver the stuff. So, because the people there wouldn't deliver it to the villages. So, But anyway, believe me, all the Puerto Ricans I know, they know all this stuff, man. They know how corrupt Puerto Rico is. They're like, yo, what do you think we left for? I mean, so, yeah, and they love President Trump, man, because they're patriots. They love this country too, man. And they came here legally. They're legal immigrants. So anyway, yeah, de Blasio, yo, screw you, bro. Yo, how dare you not go to the Puerto Rican parade, man? You dirtbag. Now, if there was a national emergency or something like that, which there is at the border, I didn't see de Blasio going there trying to stop all the drugs and all the human trafficking and all the gang members and killers and rapists and terrorists that are flooding into our country from a dirtbag border over there.
It was rioting in Germany instead.
Yeah,
Why not,
I didn't see him going there, which is a national emergency. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he skips the Puerto Rican parade to go there in Iowa.
Like, as if they're going to think he can relate to them. He's the mayor of New York City.
Like I said, he didn't poll zero. He polled zero, man. So, yo, screw you, bro. You know what I mean? How dare you do that, you dirty. Became the first mayor in New York history not to attend the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's all right. We got love for you, my fellow Boricuas over there. Yeah, we love you. Yeah, exactly. We love you in New York, man. It's all right, man. If I ever became mayor, I'd be over there dancing up a storm with you over there. It'd be my honor to attend that. What's
They
up?
do get after it. It's a fun
Man,
day.
I love it, man. I'll be with Rich Valdez over there. We'll be doing a little salsa over there. Are you kidding me right now? Beautiful day over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you missed out the black. Good. You know what? Better off for the Puerto Ricans. They didn't have that dirtbag sticking up their parade. You piece of garbage. Get out of here.
Oh, XY Ghost, thanks for joining us.
XY Ghost, what's
hey,
up,
Matt
XY?
Helton, shout out to you as well.
How you
From
doing,
Alabama,
man?
thanks for joining
Matt
us.
Helton, Alabama. Yo, I hope everything is well over there. Great job, Alabama. Now, if I remember quite well, hold on a minute. Is it Alabama that just passed a law? Tell me if I'm right. That they want to do chemical castrations on
Yes.
people who raped a child under 13 or had sex with a minor under 13 or something like that?
That is my understanding.
Yeah, good job, Alabama. That's how you listen to folks. I'm all for protecting good people. I love all good people. They're the best. But bad people of all types should be punished for their atrocities. Right? Somebody rapes a kid, you get your pee-pee burned off. Now, I heard...
I mean, not literally.
Yeah, you get your pee-pee burned off.
Oh, that'd be the worst thing in the fucking world.
But chemical castration, what is that? I think they put chemicals in.
It's great. I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now. It looks pretty bad. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what you get. Rapists.
They give you some crazy drugs.
That's what you get. Now, of course, I just hope the due process is done, or it's really a guilty person. Listen, the biggest atrocity in life is somebody innocent, being charged for something. Of course, but if somebody's really guilty and they're guilty, and all that,
yeah. I mean, you can't treat that.
That's how you deal with them.
You can't treat that. It's not a.
John Stone, what's going on, John Stone? How you doing there, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
So. Yeah.
Not good stuff. Chemical.
So I think part of the thing is if they want probation, if they want to get out, that's what they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to say, okay, you're going to be let out, but now your pee-pee's gone, so you can't rape any more kids.
It's kind of a fair bargain, I
That's
guess.
a fair, yeah.
Well, as long as you spend some time in for what you already did.
Anybody
Well, I mean,
messes
if
with
you already
a
did
kid-
it once, you got to spend some
anybody
time in
messes
there,
with
like a
kid,
long
man.
time.
Listen, anybody mess with anybody innocent, period. Whether it's a kid, an adult, a senior, doesn't matter. If you mess with somebody innocent, you hurt somebody innocent for no reason, you got to pay for that crime. See, the Democrats are excusing criminal behavior. You know what I mean? And there's no excuse to excuse criminal behavior. You commit a crime against an innocent person, you're a piece of garbage. You should have no rights. Especially, like I said, you got to have due process. Make sure they're guilty, of course, like I said. But if someone's guilty, you got to pay for your crime. Enough's enough already. Now imagine if every state, could you imagine if that was the punishment for rape is castration? I guarantee you rape will go down 95%. Are you kidding me? If criminals were punished for what they really did, crime would go down 90%. But the Democrats and the establishment and all them, no, they don't want that. They like crime. They like chaos. They thrive on it. You know what I'm saying? Steve Simpson, what's going on? Hello from Georgia. Of course, Georgia, another great state. Cheryl Young Murphy, what's going on? Des Moines, how you doing?
We got everywhere over here right now. All four
Great.
corners.
We got everybody.
All four
God bless
corners.
all you. You got patriots everywhere. There's great people everywhere. I got a lot of love for all you too. So, let's see what else we got over here. See, did you hear about this? I never got a chance to eat there, but I was hoping one day to go. Now, just to show you how Democrat policies hurt people, okay? You heard about the Four Seasons restaurant? Four Seasons was one of the top-notch restaurants in New York, right? It's closing. It moved about a year ago.
Yeah, it's one of the famous luxury hotels, right? Like big time, like huge. Yeah.
And they got the restaurant. No, actually.
Yeah, big restaurants too. Yeah.
No, it's the restaurant because they were located in a hotel, but it's a separate restaurant.
Oh, really?
There's a Four Seasons hotel and Four Seasons restaurant.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were different.
So the Four Seasons restaurant is actually closing.
Wow.
Because I was, they're not doing well. Now, again, they're saying a lot of the wealthy are leaving New York now because of the high taxes and the way it's, becoming. because of DiTerdio and Cuomo and the Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
So they're saying a lot of wealthy people are actually leaving. So I bet you know the rents, because property taxes went through the roof because of the Democrats. And the cost of business here, you know, all the minimum wage. Meanwhile, let me just explain some to you how that minimum wage thing is bad, okay? I have a friend, right? He's an Egyptian Muslim immigrant that's been in this country about 35 years, came legally the right way. The man worked at the Four Seasons as a waiter. Do you know he has a beautiful house here in Astoria? He made so much money there that he bought a beautiful house, raised a family. And, you know, he was getting a minimum wage pay, but he was getting the tips. You know, the tips are very large, you know, for a... And,
big tickets
and guess
over
who used
there,
to come there, and he used to tip him very well, and he used to talk to him all the time, and he
Donald.
loves him.
Was it a
Our
certain,
amazing
is it a certain president of the United States?
Our amazing. And this guy, you remember that man that we had on one of our videos back in the days? He was walking with like a thing that said love or peace. My Egyptian friend. Remember? I was like, oh, I love that guy. He's a great guy.
Oh, like act not in a.
We were doing a walk video.
Yeah,
with
like
Greg
when we
back in
actually
the
saw
days.
him. Yeah, totally.
Him. Saleh. Shout out to Saleh. The man, what a great man. He married a Puerto Rican lady, and they have 2 wonderful kids. He's got grandkids. And he bought a house, supported a family. I'm working at the Four Seasons. Now, bye-bye, because of your Democrat policies. So imagine all the people that were working there, all the money they were making. Goodbye, jobs. Goodbye, jobs, you dirtbag freaking Democrats. Okay? And I wanted to eat at that place, you know. And I didn't know Saleh when he worked there. He told me if I would have known him, he would have invited me there, you know what I mean? But that was an expensive restaurant. But he said, President Trump used to come there. A lot of people used to come there. President Trump was there, always tipped him. He even asked for him to serve him. You know, and he was great to him. So, yeah, that's sad, man. The Four Seasons closing. Even a local pizzeria by my neighborhood, their lease is running up the end of July, and the rent's going to be way too high because the property taxes, you know, people blame the landlords, but the property taxes went up a lot. The water bills have gone up a lot.
A lot of places closed in the neighborhood lately.
So
yeah.
this great pizzeria, 30 years I've been eating there.
Wait, not Samaria, is it?
No, Saks.
That is?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But they're going to move.
Oh, good.
But the thing is, they're going to move by Kaufman Studio on 35th.
Okay.
But now, you know, the Sun, they think they're slim. Oh, we're not going to do it because, you know, this place is like half pizzeria. They got like the fast food pizzeria
it's
part,
like a restaurant
and they got
too.
the restaurant. Mm-hmm. I told them, do the same thing. No, we're just going to do big pies and, you know, personal pies. We're not going to do the slice thing anymore. Meanwhile, I used to like, even before, I got 2 great slices before I came here, a Sicilian, great stuff. So anyway, and they're right by my house. Now they're gonna leave. They're gonna be pretty far away from me. No more slices. So look at what this freaking city does, man. Are you kidding me, man? I love my city. It's just the people running it a dirtbag, just like De Blasio, who skipped out on the Puerto Rican parade. What a disgrace. Ugh. Like I said, all my friends are like, yo, we don't want him there anyway. But it's the point. You know what I mean? Maybe he knows the Puerto Ricans don't like him. That's why he didn't come.
Well, no one likes him. I mean,
yeah,
even
nobody.
I have friends that are liberal, and even they think he's a lazy son of a bitch. It's like he just doesn't do his job. He barely did his job before he was running for president. Now you're never going to see the guy.
Yeah,
which might be better. Who's his deputy? Who's his deputy?
Yeah,
mayor? Are they any better?
He has anybody good? What do you think?
I doubt
you
it.
think he put anybody good in place?
No, but I mean, come on.
Anyway, Padelli, what's going on, Padelli? Padelli, shout out to Padelli. Ryan Thomas from Fresno, Cali. What's going on, Fresno?
I love how it's all over the country right now. We get some people from Australia and England
we get
and stuff
people
sometimes
higher,
too. It's great.
All these countries, Greece, whatever. You know, a lot of patriots all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks for dropping a comment. Please hit that like button, hit that share button if you want to help us out. It really does help us. We love it.
I'm trying to think what else I got over here. Let's see what I wrote over here. Yeah, did you hear this one? California, just Gavin Newsom's a piece of garbage, man. Anyway, he won that election by stealing it. Because you remember, they were counting votes for another month, absentee ballot. Listen, the 2018 midterms and all that, man, there was voter fraud and election fraud all over the country from the Democrats, man. Listen to me. This is not a third world country. This is not Somalia, okay, where it takes a month to count all our votes. For a month. All of
what are they doing?
Listen, this is such a scam. Listen, I know everyone who loves President Trump. They love him more and more every day. Not one person I know has dropped the support for him. I even see it on social media, everything. Actually, a lot of Democrats have walked away. A lot of Democrats have actually started liking the old school, you know, classical liberals, and a lot of like the old school, the blue class, working class Democrats. They love President Trump. So actually, he gained a lot of supporters. Listen, he's got results. Look at the economy. You know what I mean? Lowest unemployment, come on, the guy's great, man. And he's fighting all the dirtbags. Imagine if Congress worked with him, what would happen? Oh, We'd be living in paradise. Still the best country in the world, but man, these dirtbag swamp rat traders, they got very bad. So anyway, yeah, I remember in the midterm they were counting for a month. Absentee ballots, this ballot, early ballots, blah, blah, blah. You know, you have the illegals voting, dead people. They had like, I don't know, like, what was it, 1 million extra registered voters in California?
God bless all the dead. R.I.P. to all the voters in California.
Yo, I didn't know, the Democrats are that smart to figure out how to get dead people to vote, huh? Wow.
Dr. Frankenstein shit over here, you know? Yeah.
Wow. So, anyway, you had all these red seats, even in California and New York, everywhere. And all of a sudden, for a month, they're fine. And so all the ballots they found for a month were actually for the Democrats, right? And it flipped a lot of those seats from red to blue. So that's why Cali did what they did. Now they're saying $3 billion for illegals' health care. Whoa.
$3 billion.
$3 billion.
$1 billion.
For illegals' health care.
Oh, my God.
Listen, if Newsom wants to pay out of his pocket, let him pay. But the taxpayers don't want to pay. Did they ask the taxpayers in Cali? I don't think so. I guarantee you, if there's a fair vote in Cali, it's going to turn all red. Maybe not L.A., maybe not San Fran, but the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But the rest of Cali's red. Okay? So, anyway, listen, we've all seen the video. People crapping on the streets, tents, homeless. It's bad over there in Cali, right? But yet you want to give $3 billion to foreign nationals that did nothing for this country, didn't contribute anything. Meanwhile, you have homeless Americans and vets who contributed to this country, man. Yo, that's treason, man. Yo, let me ask all of you something. You know, maybe it's my imagination. And let me ask you too. If somebody walks up to you, puts a hand in your pocket and takes out your money as you're walking down the street, are you going to allow that?
No, it's going to be difficult.
All right.
Yeah.
So what the Democrats are doing is they're running up to us, taking money out of our pockets and giving it to someone walking right by.
Yeah.
And keeping $8, like, let's say they take $10 from you, they're giving $2 to the person walking by, and they're keeping $8 for themselves. Yeah. You're going to allow that? No.
They pork
why
it,
should
they
we allow that as a country?
barrel.
These people should be arrested for treason. They're traitors. That's it. I don't want to hear none. You know what it is? They're trying to distract us with all these details. The bottom line is the Democrats are traitors. They've betrayed the trust of our country. No, there's no excuse for this. No, done. Okay? Those people are in violation of federal law. They're criminals. Okay, illegal, done. They're trying to do away with. And then even, remember in March, the House took a vote and they voted against condemning illegals voting in our elections, and they're worried about foreign interference. Yeah. The House took a vote, and you know what Pelosi said? Oh, they have a right to participate in a democratic process. No, they don't.
Yeah, right.
Our Constitution protects American citizens. They're not citizens. They're illegally here. They're violating federal law. Done. And that's treason. That the Democrats say that they want to let illegals vote. That's treason.
I just don't get why I don't get how they could say that and have anyone find it to be like a rational statement at all.
No, 90% of the country doesn't find that rational.
They don't. I can't wrap my head around
push their agendas.
It does not compute.
Listen, if they had honest referendums, where there was no fraud and only American citizens vote,
yeah,
I guarantee you, 90% of the way we think, most of the country thinks. Okay. Nobody wants, if you go up to a regular person on the street and say, here, give me your money out of your pocket, and I'm giving it to that guy walking over there, they're not going to allow that, okay?
Right.
So, and plus, we have, like I said, we have homeless vets. We shouldn't even have one homeless vet.
22.
Not even one.
22 suicides a day.
Not even, but
right
that's
now.
A little shady. I don't know what they put
that's
in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like you said, that could be going to them and helping them with mental health and everything else, services.
Although I have my theories, I don't want to get people paranoid, but there's no way our warriors will just kill themselves like that. I think maybe in their injections they put something, don't forget under Obama, a lot of bad things happen. Believe me, I know World War II vets. I know.
Hey, MK Ultra was a thing, right?
MK Ultra really
doesn't mean they don't do new shit nowadays.
So they could have injected them with something, and they're doing. There's no way. Listen, I know Vietnam era vets. I know Vietnam vets. First Gulf War, everybody. They said they never heard of such a suicide rate amongst troops, amongst vets, the way there is now.
Unprecedented.
So there's something, they did something to our guys. I'm sorry, I don't want to get people paranoid. I'm not trying to push conspiracy theories, you know what I mean? But I feel, and I have good senses, I have like a sixth sense with things. Something's not right with that, and I really hope somebody could look into that. Again, it might not be, but I don't know, man. That's a little suspicious. I know vets from every war. I know vets that weren't in wars. I know a lot of vets. And they said it's very suspicious with the younger vets and all of them, how many from, the more recent wars are killing themselves. So I don't know. Like I said, the government admitted they did MK Ultra experiments, not like it's a lie. You remember even the guy that shot up the airport in Orlando a few years ago? Remember he was saying that the government was controlling his mind? He was a vet. You remember that?
Was he the guy that had the pistol that he took it out and just started shooting people from his back? He came from like Alaska to California. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
He was saying that he already had contacted the FBI and there was proof that he was he was being mind controlled and they were messing with him before and they just said,
prior to the
he's
incident?
got mental issues. They discounted that.
Oh yeah,
and he was saying that they were mind controlling him. Now this is a vet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Again, am I positive? No, but it's something to think about.
Yeah, it's
You know
worth
what I mean?
it's worth.
And if anybody's responsible
look.
for that,
Yeah.
Ooh, they should pay for that.
Well, of course.
If somebody
Innocent
listen to
people
all our
died.
vets, all our
Innocent
military
people died.
out there, if you could figure this out, and you really find out people are guilty for this, they should really pay for their sins. That's all I'll say. Nah, that's unacceptable. Do that to our vets and our troops and all that. So yeah. So anyway, Cali once again. Not even that. New Mexico. They're giving out, billions of like, what's that called? Let me see. I even wrote it down over here. How much are they paying? Yeah. Oh, this is Cali. Yeah, New Mexico's giving out. In other words, if an American citizen needs social services, food stamps, or Medicaid, whatever, they have to go through a long, arduous process, right? Mm-hmm. The illegals are giving them freaking like cards with $1,000 on them, debit cards, and $200 a month for each kid they have, and free healthcare. It's like once they come over here, they're getting freebies. They're getting loaded up debit cards and shit for illegals. And American citizens got to go. People in New Mexico told me if people in New Mexico need help, they got to wait, and sometimes they get rejected. I mean, well, these people are freaking crossing our border illegally over here.
Oh yeah, they'll tell
and they're
someone they're
handing them
making
freaking debit cards
nuts.
and $200 a month for their kids, for their anchor babies, and all this other crap. Get out of here.
It's
Get
crazy.
out of here. It's treason, man. The Democrats are traitors. Done. I don't want to hear it. Okay, you're a bunch of freaking dirtbag traitors, man. You care about foreign nationals more than you care about our people. Get out. They don't care about the foreign nationals. They're just using them for votes. They know because most Americans are awake to their scam. They want to let in a whole fresh batch. But the point is, I hope, you know what I want, President Trump, if you ever hear this, do the Insurrection Act. He's just waiting. You know what it is? President Trump's smart. He doesn't want to get too heavy-handed yet because he wants to expose fully what's going on. But eventually, you're going to need, check out the Insurrection Act. He could have the military internally just sweep everybody up, all the dirtbags, and get rid of them, okay? That's why he tweeted out back then, don't get too comfortable over here. He knows what he's doing. And Hogan Gidley, his deputy assistant press secretary, was saying he might have to use that eventually. Yeah, look, Insurrection Act. You know what I mean? Well, above that, I said about Trump thinking about it. Did you see that?
I did. I wasn't sure what that is, but we could check that out in a second.
There you go.
Here it is for the viewers out there. If you don't know what the Insurrection Act is, here's a brief explanation.
Read the Insurrection Act.
There you are.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope I want to see tanks rolling down my streets over here in New York in Astoria. I'll be like, I'll salute the vets. How are you? I'm joining you. Or I'll join them. I would love to see tanks over here running down the streets. Oh, I would love that. I'm sick of you dirty Democrats, bro. You dirtbags. Go screw yourselves, you punks. You dirty, filthy creatures. You freaking leftist traitor, commie rat bastards. Sick of you. This is what you need right here. Insurrection Act.
Of 1807. That's an old school. They knew what they were doing back in the day.
Oh, listen, our founding fathers knew exactly what
they didn't play around.
Man, the old school people knew exactly what was up. That's why we have the Electoral College. That's why we have the Second Amendment, First Amendment. Oh, and you know what? The Democrats don't respect that. They're trying to do away with our Constitution. Oh, yeah. So screw you, Democrats, now.
Speaking of which, shout out to Colorado. Shout out to Colorado. They just voted to get rid of their own. They voted to give their Electoral College votes to the national popular vote. Like idiots.
You know what? Idiots. That's going to go to the Supreme Court.
Well, of course, it's not going to go through.
And it's not going to go through.
But that's so dumb. Why would they vote for that? Because they're the exact kind of state that it's meant to protect. Like that sort of place.
But let me ask you something. Do you think really every citizen of Colorado, every resident, were they polled? Did they vote?
I honestly don't know.
Was there a referendum?
I know the legislature put it through.
The dirty Democrats that have the legislature put it through. Who a bunch of dirty Democrats. Listen to me, folks. A lot of the Democrats, they should be arrested and removed from office for fraud. Never mind treason, because of course they're traitors. But listen, a lot of them promised stricter borders. You remember tighter borders. You remember stricter immigration laws. Remember Chuck Schumer.
1993 or whatever the hell.
Everybody's saying we can't let it. Even Obama said we can't let illegals flood this country. Yeah. All right, but then they got voted in based on that. So that's what I'm saying. Most of the country agrees with us, folks. They got voted in based on those things. Now, if they was saying that they want to let illegals flood our country, pay them, spend $200 billion a year on them, and your taxes are going to go up. That means less money for your kids, less money for your grandkids, less money for everybody in your family, everybody you care about, less money for Americans. If they did that, and they had a guaranteed secure referendum and a vote, guaranteed, okay, guaranteed, none of those politicians would have even gotten a third of the vote in their states, okay? The people didn't elect them for that. That's not what they campaigned on. All right, so those people, yeah, in Colorado. Meanwhile, I know people in Colorado. I know great patriots in Colorado. And they're saying that these Democrats are running amok. Listen, that's why we have a federal government. That's why we have a DOJ, which, although I love Barr, hopefully there's some patriots in there too. And meanwhile, Durham, did you hear about the Durham investigation? It's such a big investigation. The scope is so big, they're clearing out office space in D.C. so he could have a whole troop in there. So hopefully Durham will get to the bottom of a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of which, what? Did you hear about this dirtbag John Dean? Did you hear about this, Adam?
I heard about it. I didn't get to watch the video, though. Didn't get to see it.
Listen, the Democrats have nobody. They don't have one credible witness with any real evidence or any real info against President Trump. They called in the CNN contributor. Guess who this guy is? He was part of the Watergate team. He was part of the White House counsel for Watergate. Now, this guy was arrested and convicted for a felony, obstruction of justice. He really did that. And he was disbarred, okay? This guy's a dirtbag. This guy has no credibility. He works for CNN. He wrote books about even Ronald Reagan and all them, comparing all of them to Nixon, right? He even wrote a book bashing Bush, which, Bush, the whole family's dirtbags anyway, but President Reagan, really? Yeah, he was trying to say that the Iran-Contra, in a way it was worse than Watergate, but President Reagan wasn't behind Iran-Contra. That was Bush. Mm-hmm. That was deep state. Okay, so, this guy John Dean was so tough, he wouldn't have blamed President Reagan for that. He would have exposed the deep state for what they really did with that, okay? But he's not. He's a sucker. You're a sucker, John Dean. And he got abused, bro. Yo, the Republicans, they roasted him all day. They ripped him. You really have to see the hearings. It's the House Judiciary hearings from yesterday. So anyway, listen, this guy
Do you have a video of it there?
Oh, yeah. Check out my Twitter.
Well, you talk. I'll
oh, yeah, right there. Wait, hold on. Go a little. No, not there.
You go ahead. I'll find it. Keep going.
Okay, that was Durham. Yeah, right there.
Here it is, right?
You got two of there's two videos of Getz. Mm-hmm. I love Matt Getz. I love this guy. I hope he's president one day. I love this guy from Florida. Rep Matt Getz. This guy's a patriot, man. This guy's got more IQ in his toenail than all the Democrats in Congress have. Seriously. He's got, if you clip his toenail and do some kind of like DNA IQ test, guarantee you he's got more IQ than everybody in the Democrats. And and the rhinos too. Like Romney and all these dirtbags. Get out of here, you dirtbag.
I still can't believe when you showed me that yacht fuel video that it was real. I
thought
that was like someone made that.
That's what kind of person he is. So anyway, yeah, check out this video. This guy, like I said, Dean, this guy's a fraud. Dude, he had nothing to do with the Mueller investigation. He has nothing to do with, he's not on the Mueller team. He doesn't know President Trump. They only brought him there to say how everything he's reading about the report, it seems like Watergate. Yeah, suck it, bro. Yo, suck it, Watergate. Go screw you. I think they set up Nixon anyway. I think this guy probably, look at this snake, the reptilian bastard. This guy guaranteed probably set up Nixon, bro. They probably broke into there and blamed Nixon.
Is this look like a thing, like Cheney? Now this guy, like, is this like a thing? Does this look?
You know what I mean?
It's exact.
Look at this dirt, but Matt Getz ripped him. Yo, folks, check I was rolling.
Here you go.
Everybody ripped him. Jim Jordan, Doug Collins, Louis Gohmert. They all ripped him. You got to see the full judiciary hearings. But check it out, folks. Check this out. This is awesome.
Here we sit today in this hearing with the ghost of Christmas past, reopening the impeachment inquiry potentially into Richard Nixon, sort of playing out our own version of that 70s show. And what I really regret,
it is striking, Mr. Gates.
You're here as a prop. You are functionally here as a prop because they can't impeach President Trump because 70% of Democrats want something that 60% of Americans don't. So they're in this no-win situation, and you sit before us here with no knowledge of a single fact on the Mueller report, on a hearing entitled Lessons from the Mueller Report. We have a false accusation against the President of the United States that he was an agent of Russia. My colleagues on the Democratic side made that accusation. And now here we are continuing to engage in this frivolous exercise of going after the president, despite the fact that there was absolutely no collusion. You guys need to get your act together and figure out if you're going to open an impeachment inquiry or not, because this is a straight-up fiction. I yield back.
Nicely done.
Ripped them. Now go to the other video. Oh, I'm thinking you if you want to see comedy, watch the whole all the hearings right there underneath there.
So set this one up, then I'll play the video.
All right. Put it this way, folks. This guy John Dean didn't even know how much money he made from his books, and you got to see the way he answers it. He doesn't even know how much CNN pays him. You got to hear this, folks. I'm not going to say much more. Listen to Matt Getz. He rips him.
December 30th, 2005 essay written by Mr. John Dean entitled, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record a December 30th, 2005 essay written by Mr. John Dean entitled George W. Bush as the New Richard Nixon, both wiretapped illegally and impeachably.
Without objection?
Mr. Dean, how many American presidents have you accused of being Richard Nixon?
I actually wrote a book about Mr. Bush and
Hey,
Mr.
dirtbag,
Cheney
yeah,
with the
rat
title Worse Than Watergate.
So it's sort of become a cottage. Did you make money on that book?
It was a very successful book,
How much
yes.
money did you make on it?
I'm sorry, I don't
Look
have
at the
the
body
idea.
language.
More
Look at
than $1
Matt
million
Getz,
bucks?
because he knows he's
No.
right. And look at this
More than $500,000
dirtbag.
bucks?
Look at this
I
dirtbag
said I
John
don't
Dean.
have any
You know he's a
idea.
lying
How
sack
much money
of
did you make
shit.
from CNN?
I don't really know exactly.
I think I'm going to object to the
Wait,
Is that Nadler chiming in with the objection?
Yeah,
Of course.
Cottage
No Nads
industry
Nadler, another
out of
dirtbag.
accusing presidents of acting like
Shouldn't he be
Richard
slumped in a
Nixon.
corner
I
somewhere?
would
Yeah,
like to know
he should
how
be.
much money he makes based on making these accusations and exploiting them for his own economic
You can,
benefit. And you're saying that's not
Mr.
a lot?
Gates,
He gave Nadler the vapors again.
Yep. Dude, it wasn't that awesome? Yeah, you don't know how much you're making from CNN, right? You freak. So, unbelievable, folks. Yo, these people are just, they brought out this doing other than doing Mueller. Yo, dirtbag. And you know what's funny? Even, I don't watch MSNBC, obviously, but I saw on Twitter, people had like, I didn't retweet or anything, but that Andrea Mitchell or whatever that works for MSNBC, she was even abusing this guy Dean, saying this is all theater, it's a joke. And you want to hear something crazy? Another theory. I don't want to make light of the situation, but it's another thing to think about, because with the Democrats, listen, the Democrats allow infanticide. They like killing babies. They actually get enjoyment. So I don't put anything else past them. If they enjoy killing babies and they celebrate it.
Allow, I'd say practice.
Yeah, they practice, yeah.
They celebrate.
Did you even hear the governor
Celebrate.
of Maine? The governor of Maine, a woman who got elected by a voter fraud again, because it was all red there, and then she mysteriously became
Yeah, they had
governor.
a really conservative governor before.
Yeah.
Like, notably conservative.
And you know what this governor said?
No.
People, you don't even have to be a doctor to do an abortion. What? You don't have to be a doctor to do an abortion.
Isn't
in
that their
Maine
whole
now.
reasoning for wanting abortion law, so that it's safely done, so to speak, or something like
How
that?
is that safe for women?
I don't know. That's
Well, a guy with a coat hanger's gonna come. I'm gonna do an abortion.
Oh, he'll do it for $500. I'll do it for
Yeah.
$80.
Yeah.
that's
Seriously,
no
are
good.
these people serious?
That's horrible, dude.
Come on.
But again, that's something that, like, if you told me that, I'd be like, oh, cute. Where'd you see that on Babylon
Thank
Bee or The
you.
Onion?
Thank
you know what
you.
I mean? Like, I wouldn't think that's
Thank
a real
you.
thing.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is true.
Ugh, Lord.
So,
Dios mío.
yeah, so come on, really, man? So anyway, you know what's crazy? They were doing the hearings, right? And then even a lot of people were saying that during the hearings, it got cut off on the mainstream media for the helicopter crash. Heard about the helicopter crash in New York?
Just the pilot.
The pilot,
I think.
yeah.
It's a shame,
Rest his soul.
I heard about it, yeah.
So, but the thing is, the way they were saying it on social media was like, oh, that whole thing drew all the attention away from the mainstream media from these hearings to that. Now think about it. That guy Dean was getting crushed. The Democrats looked so bad during this hearing. Now I'm not saying this is true. This is a theory, folks. This is just a possibility. Listen, I like to keep my mind open to all possibilities. Like I said, I don't put nothing past the Democrats. Do you think they were that sick to maybe cause that? To draw everything away from because they figured that guy Dean was going to do well in front of the whole nation. That's why they brought him there, to try to like make a stink and resurrect the whole impeachment thing. But he looked so bad. He got roasted. Dude, it's bad. If you see what Jim Jordan said, if you see what Gohmert, they ripped him. Doug Collins.
Yeah, it was like a gauntlet, right?
They just ripped him. So was it that bad that the Democrats, their whole narrative got just squashed? maybe they had something to do with that, to draw the media attention away from those hearings, and because everyone's like, oh yeah, the Democrats, their whole narrative got crushed, and the media attention even got drawn away to the helicopter crash. Again, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not saying, I'm not making light of the situation. God rest that pilot's soul. It's tough to drive a helicopter, man. And that guy went through. Plus, he was like a volunteer local fire chief. Guy was a great American. I was sad. But again, do I put it past Democrats to do that, to draw the media away from their narrative being crushed on national TV?
No.
It's
they've already proven, and this is documentable, that the CIA can take over the computer in your car and cause it to stop functioning, where it just goes like 100 and you're gone. See ya.
Thank you.
Right.
Not only CIA, whoever they.
So imagine what a helicopter. A helicopter's even less of those to even think of. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now, you also heard about how they're demonetizing all the conservatives now on YouTube and all that. Did you hear about that one?
Oh, yeah, the guy from Vox doing
what
this
is
nonsense.
That Vox? Now, where did they come from?
Vox is just an editorial,
garbage. They're leftist,
they are, of course,
Soros, Media Matters backed freaking organization.
They're like on salon level of ridiculousness. It's pretty bad.
Okay, now, again, you know why they're doing that? You know what? I realize something, and this is a really good thing, and people agree with this. The mainstream media's credibility is done. Nobody trusts them. They're getting crushed. They're firing people. All the news outlets are firing people everywhere. They're really going down. President Trump beat down the mainstream media and the fake news, but not even that. They did it to themselves too, if you think about it. I mean, they're the ones lying all the time, instigating everything. So they're doing so bad. And now these independent producers of material, on YouTube, whatever, like what we're doing.
Yeah, anybody,
we provide more real news than the mainstream media.
Yeah.
So they want to silence all the conservative voices. They say, because of hate speech. What hate speech?
They're protecting their investment. They're just protecting their investment now. That's all they're doing.
And they're trying to eliminate the competition.
Exactly.
Because you heard about the New York Times, they put on the front page on Sunday or something like that
about all
the white supremacists or all the racists, and they had everybody on
there.
They
had Milton Friedman.
Come on,
oh
man.
My God! Even Jordan Peterson's a stretch, but I could see how maybe you might be able to.
Really?
But no, but it's still ridiculous to include him. But I could see how maybe you could misinterpret him because he's deep and abstract. But Milton Friedman,
come on.
They're just
it's like Ben Shapiro being called the catcaller and the misogynist.
Or a Nazi as a Jew.
No, you didn't hear about this?
No, you mean when he did the
folks,
AOC thing?
By the way, did you ever use Pinterest? I never even used it.
I didn't know what it was till recently. I think women do I heard girls tell me they put recipes and pictures they like of things they like there. I don't know what it is.
What's going on at Pinterest?
I know it's worth a lot of money. I don't know what it is.
Do you know what's going on over there?
No, I have no idea.
They platformed people there. And they have a war room. Somebody got a hold of the material in there where they labeled. What was it? I think it was Pinterest. If I'm not mistaken. If I am, correct me. They labeled Ben Shapiro and Candace Owen white supremacist neo-Nazis. Candace Owens.
You know those black white supremacists these days.
Oh, they're running around the streets everywhere. You know what I mean? They're doing the Nazi salutes and attacking people. Whoa. And Ben Shapiro, the Jew.
Yeah, two white supremacists.
These libtards are sick. These libtards are sick.
Oh, my God. The funny part is, there are actually people out there that are kind of like that they really could go after if they wanted to, and they'd be kind of right. Kind of.
Who? I don't know white supremacists.
Not that certain. Not that people deserve to be deplatformed in any case, but they don't even go after those. They literally go after people that are fringe mainstream. Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, they're fringe mainstream.
No, because they provide, first of all, Candace Owens.
They're just trying to shut down anyone that's getting big following.
On the Brexit front.
Exactly.
She's bringing, she's changing a lot of African Americans' minds.
And she's good with video content.
And the left doesn't like that. The left wants to keep them as their victims. Yeah. What do you think?
Anybody that does Prager University, they're
Prager's awesome. Listen,
they're against Peterson, Ben, her, Prager himself, all those guys. Adam Carolla.
Folks, you people really got to follow Prager University. I don't care if it's on Facebook. They do a lot of good stuff on Facebook. Even YouTube's taking down so many freaking Prager University videos. Yeah. Honestly, if every one of our colleges in school, if our whole education system was flipped around and you had the Prager style running it, we would be producing the best youth. Everything will be great, man. We would have so many productive, great young people. Well, we still have. But you know,
But even more.
the mainstream education system's horrible in this. The leftists really took that over, and something's got to be done about that. I mean, you know, that's sad, man. Like, you know, these kids are graduating with worthless degrees in gender studies and what's that called?
Can you imagine doing that for your whole life?
Come
I can't.
on.
I'm 33, and I feel like I've been alive a long time, and I've had like 2 or 3 different types of job. I cannot imagine what the hell I would do at 40 years after a gender studies degree. Like, what do you do?
You're serious.
Become a professor, I guess, of that.
See, that's
and
what
keep
it is.
the
A lot
cycle
of these
going.
professors are
It's
losers.
like a bubble.
They're losers that never made it in the real world, and all they do is talk crap. They're a bunch of bitter human beings, and they're mad at the world. And because they're a bunch of losers, they get paid by other leftists just to preach garbage. All right, you know what it is. Don't forget, folks. A lot of people in the high positions, they don't want competition. They don't want our youth to be good. Back in the days, they did. That's what made this country great. You know, our youth was educated well, became very productive, and did great things for this country. So the hierarchy of the left, because they want to control everything. They don't want you being smart, independent thinking, and productive. They want you as their slave. Doesn't matter what color you are. You know what I mean? So they sabotage our whole education system, which is not right at all, folks. You know what I mean? Something's got to be done about that, you know? They complain, they say free education, free college. No. How about those professors don't get paid and they get fired for being, listen, you want to teach architecture, engineering, science, anything.
Hell, even like literature and art and all those, but, not...
Yeah, but like I said, all this other crap. Again.
Feminist literature of the 19th century. It's
Give
like,
me
what?
Give me a freaking break. Are you freaking kidding me? What kind of garbage is that? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Computer science teach, all that stuff. Yeah, God bless. But, please, man, you know what I mean? And they're sabotaging our whole education system. These freaking commies. I tell you, Senator McCarthy from back in the days, he was right about everything, man. The commies infiltrated Hollywood, our education system.
Yeah, because they were smart
and they were
to do
calling
that.
him crazy.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
They
he was
weren't
absolutely
dumb.
right.
Yeah, they did the right. They were smart to
right.
do what they did. It's a shame. I mean, because they recognize that if they take over the cultural centers where people are influenced most heavily, that's almost checkmate for them on that. We've been holding on to like we keep fighting back, but
yeah, I know.
It's always a struggle to keep that going.
But that should be considered fraud, and not even that. Back in the days, if you were a commie, you got locked up. That's an enemy form of government here. Now, they call it socialism. No, same shit.
That was like sedition or something, right?
Thank you. Yeah. So no, you can't be doing that. Speaking of which, I just want to give kudos to Greg Abbey. See that tweet right there? You were just on it.
Uh-huh.
You were just on it. This guy's amazing from Texas. You know what's funny? Texas and Florida
governor
are
there?
doing...
Yeah.
Texas and Florida are two of the states that are doing the best. They're red. And you got a governor like that. You know what happened? Remember back in the day, somebody actually called the cops.
Oh, yeah.
On a kid selling lemonade. And the cops were like, I'm sorry, you need a permit for that and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Look at what Greg Abbott did. This guy did more with one stroke of the pen on something that's very underrated than all of Congress has done for years. Look at this right here. Now you can sell lemonade, kid.
You'd think this wouldn't be a
wouldn't be an
news
issue.
item. You know what I mean? Like you'd think this would not be.
I love this guy, man. Governor Abbott's a
Oops.
great man. This guy's another great man. Hopefully, listen, we have a pipeline. We got Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, him, Greg Abbott.
Yeah, these guys aren't too old. You know what I mean?
And
They're all...
they could be presidents. We got a pipe. If the elections are not rigged, then and voter fraud could be eliminated. Election fraud from the Democrats. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people in the pipelines. Even Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great people out there, man, that can be president. You know what I mean? So, like I said, even after President Trump, you got Pence, Don Jr., man. We got a pipeline of people if we want. You know what I'm saying? Even Sarah Huckabee Sanders if she wants. I love her, man. You notice? President Trump, bro, he hasn't really put her out there to the press lately. He's like, yo, and you know what I love?
Yeah, he's like, screw
you know
that.
what I love?
You guys aren't going to give her any love.
You know what's awesome? Remember at the, what's that stupid thing the comedians do, the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Yeah.
Remember last year they were making fun of a press secretary? Remember that freak Michelle Wolf?
Yeah.
That butter, what happened to her? Oh, I don't see nothing from Michelle Wolf.
I mean, the Comedy Central show she had got canceled eventually.
She's done. I don't see her anywhere. I don't see her on social media. I don't see her anywhere. Nobody even knows her. You walk down the street, Michelle who? Who? What? Filthy creature.
And it's normal for the comedians to make fun of the president. That's like the tradition. But why are you making fun of the press secretary?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just seems like unnecessary.
Meanwhile, she's a very successful, strong woman who's awesome. Again, Sarah Sanders got more IQ in her toenail.
Yeah.
than all of the left has combined.
And to her credit, I don't think she was butthurt about it, but other people
No,
all
but
came to
that's
her
not
defense
nice,
because
man.
it's just
She's
like
a
who?
sweetheart.
Why are you taking shots at the people on the side? You know what I mean?
She's a
Like,
Southern belle, man.
yeah, she's not a bad
beautiful
woman at
Southern
all.
belle, man. She's got more class again in her toenail than all the left has combined. Mm-hmm. But anyway, what I loved was, they were making fun of her there. Guess what? She was having dinner with the Queen. If you saw her when President Trump was in England, Sarah Sanders was there having dinner with the Queen too.
Jeez.
Walking down with the Queen, arm in arm, beautiful in a beautiful dress, like the Southern belle that she is. That was awesome. Okay, where's Michelle Wolf? She in the palace having dinner with the Queen?
Queen of England, the
No,
Buckingham
she's probably
Palace?
sucking on some dirty, what, in some back alleyway for $10 right now. Oh, yeah, you're sucking that dirty meth. You know what? Huh? The meth penis, huh? You filthy creature. While Sarah Sanders is having dinner with the Queen. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I mean, that's something not many people get to do.
No.
Even rich people. Not everyone gets to meet the Queen and have dinner with her. It's
Beautiful.
pretty
And you
big
know what's
deal.
great? There was even video people posted when Obama was there, and he even went to shake the Queen's hand and made a toast. She totally ignored him. She didn't even give a shit about him. Did you see how nice she was with President Trump?
Yeah.
They rolled out the red carpet for him.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
And you showed that video of there was 5,000 people that were on the street saying
we love
chanting
Trump.
him. Yeah.
We love Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just so
exactly.
the news, they would have had to mute all the audio. You know what I mean? They couldn't have played any audio and falsify what was going on there. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, remember I was ragging on that freaking dirtbag jihadi Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, last week? Remember?
Oh, yeah. And every week, because he always does something ridiculous each week.
Dude, you won't believe this. You won't believe this. You know what? I had it in my bookmarks. I didn't, and it's pretty a week ago. So maybe next time I'll try to put it up so we could see it. But dude, I didn't know this. People found the video. I had no idea. See, I don't know everything, but it's good to learn. I try to learn something every day. You know, Sadiq Khan was a lawyer for I think Zacarias Moussaoui or one of the 9/11 hijackers.
Really?
Did you know that, man?
No, but let's Google something.
He was a
about that.
freaking terrorist lawyer, and there's a video of him back then when they arrested the terrorists in Egypt. That Egypt arrested Moussaoui and other terrorists. He was saying to let them out and go back to their families. See, wait, what is that? Snopes?
Well,
What
that's
is
the
Snopes?
top
Because I seen the
result.
video.
That's the top
No,
result.
but does it say it's correct though?
Let's see.
See, oh no, because I seen the video.
Let's see.
I seen the video. If they say this was false, then you know Snopes. I mean, Snopes is usually garbage anyway. This is Soros run.
Instant pop-up asking for money. Love it. I mean, I
course.
can't complain. If you're running a
whatever.
site, you got to ask for money. I mean, we all have to do that.
As long as they
But
provide
let's
real
see.
news, that would nice.
False.
See, bro. Yo, that's
Immediately, blah, blah, blah.
it. No. Does it say the video? No,
This
above
was
there.
unavailable, I guess, here. But
No, above there.
it's just a
No,
copy
above
of a,
there. No,
of a
keep
tweet.
scrolling up again. Video depicts London mayor defending severe London terror. Either verbally claim
Or
A
as their
video.
lawyer.
Man, where's the video, man? Yo,
Let's see.
dude.
Well, hang on, let's see.
I bookmarked it, man. I seen the video. Everybody's seen it. It was huge on Twitter last week, man.
Hang on, let's see here.
Yo, Snopes is garbage. Right now, I love it because I seen the video of him saying to let them
Plus,
out and go
people
home
know-
to their families. I seen the video, man.
Plus, people know what Snopes really is.
Garbage.
Now. No, I mean beyond even just
Nah,
being.
but I just
you know who
now
runs
I
Snopes
really
is fucking,
now I
it's
know
gross.
they're real bullshit.
It's-
Now I
they're
know
full of-
they're
They're
bullshit.
so nonsense, man.
Garbage.
Let's see. So Sadiq Khan defends. I cannot type well tonight. Let's see. Let's go to video tab. Is this that? Let's find out. Let's pull it up in case.
Yeah, I think. Well,
Is this?
no,
This is him. Yeah, this is definitely him.
It
Look-
was in public though.
Let's
where
see.
He was in front of a crowd saying it. The video I saw. Let's see. Yeah, wait. This might be it. Yeah, this is it.
We're gonna
Look.
trigger something for having this on the broadcast.
Look, yeah,
Hang on,
look,
hang on,
look,
hang on.
look.
Against the three British men. The only evidence
I'm gonna rewind it a bit,
There is
just so people.
no evidence at all against the three British men. The only evidence against them is these confessions. We now have unequivocal proof that the confessions were obtained under duress and under torture. As there is no evidence against the men need to be released straight away and sent back home to the families. The Egyptian government and the state prosecutor have made a terrible mistake. They can correct that mistake by releasing the men now. What we're concerned about is they're compounding their mistake by continuing to detain them and having this farce of a trial. This is in breach of Egyptian's own very important law. Egypt has a proud history of being the custodians of law and justice.
Oh, here it is. Let's pause it so that people can read. So it says the three Britons, Ian Malcolm Nisbet, Majid Nawaz, and Reza Pankhurst, were each sentenced to 5 years. Majid Nawaz is now like an anti-radical activist, actually, nowadays.
Okay.
One of the 26 was convicted in absentia. The defendants, blah, blah, blah. Lawyers for the defendants of the group was only studying the ideologies of the Islamic Liberation Party and not recruiting others to follow its thinking. But yet...
But this is an Egyptian court. Convicted 26 people.
Right.
Not a Western court. Even.
Right.
Come on, and this guy was... So Snopes just said that video was fake.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Okay.
You know, but people probably don't even read that. They probably just go down and see, like, they go down, they go...
Yeah, but
they
that
go down,
video
they go,
got
false.
traction on social media, on
Yeah.
Twitter last week.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, and I didn't even know that. Snopes, you're false. Snopes is false.
I'm surprised they're still on the internet.
Yeah, I don't know. That's freaking fake news.
It's like Better Business Bureau on that or something by now.
That's like actually
You'd
the
think.
fakest freaking news, Snopes. Get out of here.
By the way, shout out to everyone who's sticking with us. We know
Shout
it's late
outs,
out there. We appreciate y'all joining
We
us.
still can't get the comments from Periscope, right?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to get that going.
Shout outs to everybody on Periscope. Later, I watch it. I'm going to see the comments, so don't worry. I'm going to
Sorry,
see
guys, my life's
What about
been
YouTube?
crazy.
Do we have any YouTube comments tonight? Because
I don't think so. I have the chat thing open, but this is the first time we haven't had it there, which is really unusual.
yeah,
so.
that's rare. Maybe is it connected? Anybody on YouTube?
It was,
If
yeah.
you're watching on YouTube, throw us a comment so we know.
Yeah,
if it's
drop
going
us
through.
a test comment on YouTube if that's happening. Because usually we see the comments here at
Periscope,
least.
right?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just saw in Iowa while they were campaigning all the dirtbags this weekend. Even Swalwell, who's polling at 0%, he compared him and the Democrats to the Avengers. Yo, you're a clown, bro, Swalwell. How's that 0% doing for you, freaking? Don't forget, Swalwell, the one, when someone asked him, so if you want to take away guns and we don't give them back, what are you going to do? And Swalwell goes, well, we have nukes. In other words, he threatened to nuke a gun owner, pretty much.
Yeah,
He
it
threatened
sounds reasonable.
Yeah, so
Sounds about
that's the
right for
piece of
their
shit
manner of
who's-
thinking.
Piece of shit.
Also, it's the not that he's full commie, but it's the communists who kill half a population, like Thanos.
Exactly.
Not the Avengers, like Thanos.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's like that's how you kill half your population is get communistic.
You know what else I find? Tulsi Gabbard had an event here in New York. And, of course, there was people online outside and this and that.
The better of the Democrats, I'll say, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's still a snake.
Well, they all are.
And you know what bothers me? They were asking people on the street why they like her. Because she's an anti-war candidate, anti-war. So is President Trump. President Trump wants to stop. If it was up to him,
Right, yeah.
we would be out of all these countries, no wars.
We've scaled
the left,
back most
the deep
of them.
state's trying to provoke a war with North Korea, trying to provoke a war with Russia.
Iran.
Iran, although that regime has to go. Because I feel bad for the Iranian people. The
yeah.
Iranian people are great people. The
smart,
Persians are
yeah.
smart. You know, they don't want that radical shit over there. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, I feel bad for the, even in North Korea, you know what it is? Even Kim, little Kim, you know what it is? He's been fighting as the deep state and CIA is wanting to take over his country and overthrow him anyway. So I guess he has to do what he has to do anyway, you know. But, in Iran is different. Well, there's no North Koreans around the world looking to do terrorist attacks. But you have radicals that Iran is financing.
Right,
also,
as a regime,
that want to
totally.
do terrorist attacks in other countries.
Totally.
So that's more of a threat to the world, if
Oh,
you
of
think
course.
about it. Mm-hmm. Although I don't want North Korea having nukes, sure, of course.
Of course not, yeah.
But the point is, at least they're contained in North Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with Iran, it's like they finance terrorists everywhere.
And China has them on a leash. They're not gonna let them start a nuclear war.
Yeah,
you know, they're
well, I
like a
don't
little,
trust China either.
Well, I don't either. But at least it's not in China's interest to not start the war
Yeah.
if they're going to be in it. They want to.
Yeah.
They want to choose if they're going to do that, not have their little bulldog go do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so President Trump's trying to avoid all these wars too, and he's against war. And the deep state keeps trying to provoke us, and all the freaking liars in the intelligence community trying to keep saying about Syria with chemical weapons and Iran. If it was up to the deep state and the all the dirtbags of swamp, we'd be at war in Syria now, North Korea, and Russia. And President Trump's avoided all that. I hope he can still avoid it. But the point is, Tulsi Gabbard, anti-war candidate, all these liptides. Well, so is President Trump. And you know what? He's great for our economy. As you see, the proof is there. You can't deny it. What is it, 5.9 million new job openings in April, which is the best since 2000? I mean, this guy's rocking on the economy, and he's fighting the whole swamp. What do these Congress people have done? You've done nothing. The House, well, the Democrats And, don't forget, when the Republicans had the House, you had the rhinos in there who were sabotaging. If you had people like Jim Jordan, Louis Gohmert, Steve Scalise, Matt Gaetz, if you had people like them, oh, man, everything would be great. I love it. Those guys are awesome. They're patriots. So President Trump's an anti-war guy, too. So chill with that. Did you hear even about, first of all, what's suspicious about the whole Mueller thing? The Republicans were like implying that maybe he should come and testify under oath in the House. He refused to testify in public. You know that, Mueller. But if Mueller's so honest and he wants to explain what he meant, see, the Democrats in Congress, they're trying to like make a narrative out of what he said, him and the other angry Democrats that wrote the Mueller report. But the point is, all right, why don't you invite him, put all the world there, all the cameras, primetime television, and why don't you interview? Because he knows the Republicans like Matt Gaetz and Gohmert and all of them are going to rip him a new one the way they ripped that guy Dean. So he doesn't want to go through that, okay? So that's why he won't. Then after a while, he said, well, he would testify in private to a few members of the House committee. Really? No. I want the whole world. If Mueller really meant what he says and all that crap, go ahead, bro. Stay in front of the whole world. But he knows the Republicans will dissect him. So that's why he doesn't want to. So did you even hear? I remember I went on Twitter a few days ago. And it had, breaking news on Twitter, trending, false trends, saying that they had a recording of John Dowd, President Trump's former lawyer, calling him Michael Cohen and like trying to tell him to like not say things and all that. And people were like, oh, we got evidence. And then I noticed it just died out. No more trends, no more traction. Guess what it turned out? It was doctored. Mueller doctored that audio, bro.
Really?
He doctored it to make it sound worse. Meanwhile, even doctored it didn't sound
Wait,
worse.
isn't that some kind of crime?
Isn't that tampering with evidence?
Like, I'm not sure which exactly.
Isn't that tampering with evidence?
Be like at least misdemeanor.
Isn't that tampering with evidence?
It has to be.
Okay.
Or
Obstruction of
obstruction of justice. yeah.
And it came out. That's
possible
why it totally,
falsification of a crime.
Trended for a few hours and gone. And I'm like, whoa. But then again, how did people that were trending and all the libtards know to stop trending it? Oh. How did they know it was really false? See, and they never mentioned that again. So Mueller doctored the tape. He tampered with evidence, obstructed justice also. Okay? So, yeah, unbelievable. Oh, did you hear this one too? Jeez. Government report. Who? Reported 240 school shootings last year, right?
240? Remember when there wasn't any?
You know what? If you want to go to my Twitter, you're going to have to scroll a few days, though, so we can find it, but it shows it.
Yeah, kick it. Tell me what to look for. I'll look while you're talking.
School shootings false report. Government. Oh, NPR. NPR. Government. NPR. You know who NPR is.
Totally, yeah. I was just searching NPR.
Even they said that was garbage? Because they went and investigated, actually. What do you know? Somebody actually went and they're like, wait a minute. The school said, no, that didn't happen. They'll you got to see, yeah, look. Look at this. Look at what I wrote. Even NPR is reporting that many of the supposed school shootings are bogus. That shows exactly what's going on with the left's garbage fake narratives. It's the same as all of their fake hate crime and climate change hoaxes. They make these claims without no evidence to support them. Now look, click on that. And look, this is NPR, npr.org. The school shootings that weren't. The federal government says the schools reported 235 shootings in one school year. But an NPR investigation finds that more than 2/3 of these reported incidents didn't happen.
What? What they make?
Come on, what is this, bro? What is this?
Are they? This is almost like, you ever hear when like a sales department or a marketing department doesn't use up all their budget at the end of a quarter and they're like, spend all the money because we got to get it back next year. It almost sounds like they had to make it up so they can report it again next year or something like that.
What's going on?
This is crazy. I never would have guessed this,
dude.
And if NPR's saying it,
NPR,
you know,
and they're leftists,
right? So you know.
I'm serious, bro. They're lying. And what government statistics are these? Who?
We should know, but we don't.
I even said,
wow. It says they were able to confirm 11
they reached out to the
incidents.
schools over 3 months and found that more than 2/3 of the incidents never happened, bro.
You can see if it was like 2 or 3 didn't happen, but 2/3? Not 2 out. 2 or 3 is fine. Not 2 out of 3.
Come on,
like that's
man.
fucking ridiculous.
What is this, bro? What kind of fraud is this?
Look at the chart that they have here. This is like 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred. 161 schools or districts reported to NPR that no school shootings have occurred.
this?
I'd love to know like where the ultimate source of like is it a
Government,
newspaper?
deep state. This is things they want to disarm us. Look at the propaganda.
They're just rolling out reports.
Look at the
Wow.
propaganda they put out, just to freak, and the dumb idiots believe it.
Wow, rare shout out to NPR.
Yo,
Look at that.
me too. I was like, yo, wow, bro. Listen, Andrea Mitchell, MSNBC, ripped that guy John Dean. Now you have NPR. I mean, some people, you know what? Some people are just like, yo, enough's enough. Like, all right, we might disagree on certain things, but this is straight up garbage, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, by the way, shout out to Chadwick Moore just joined the broadcast.
Oh,
You guys might know
Chadwick,
Chadwick
what's
from,
going on,
on
Chadwick?
Tucker all the time. One of the better journalists out here, actually
Chadwick's
doing
awesome.
real journalism
Yeah, he's
work.
a real journalist.
Yeah.
Real journalist. Telling you, the real journalists are on our side. What do you think the left and all the freaking mainstream media outlets want to silence all the conservative journalists? Because they're the ones that say the truth. And the fake news is exactly what they are, fake news. But you know what? Don't worry. We're going to win. Don't worry about it. There's going to be, I'm telling you, there's new platforms out there. Believe me, we're going to find a way. There's websites. Chadwick's awesome, man.
Yeah, but I just threw his social media up on Twitter in case
Yup.
anyone wants to follow him. I suggest you guys do. He writes actual
real news.
articles that have actual research in them that are correct.
And of course, the left hates him. Of course,
Yeah.
the more the left hates you, the better you're doing. So that's the way I see it. The more the left hates you, the more real you are. Okay? 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're not a threat, they don't care about you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. As soon as you're on there, as
If
soon
you're
as
over
they
the
start
target,
chiming in,
if you're over the
yeah.
target, they don't like you.
Yeah.
And Chadwick's real news. Look at what they did to Laura Loomer, man. Laura was awesome.
They got her
too,
kicked
man.
out of like grocery
Dude, I don't
stores
see
and
it.
shit like that.
Dude,
It's nuts what what they did to
They,
her.
they closed her bank accounts at Chase.
That's what I'm saying.
No, man. You know,
I'm saying they got her banned from like Walmart all of a sudden. It's like she
Dude.
can't go anywhere normal anymore.
come on. That's
And
not.
she lives under threats. It's not good
Yeah,
what they
that's,
did
that's
to her.
not good.
It's
What
not
they did.
fair. It's
You
not
know
even
what I mean?
humane or civil.
No, not even
you
that.
know?
And not even that. Everything she exposed was real. Every single thing. You know what? If anything she said was fake, why didn't they call her out on it? Why didn't anyone debate her? I never heard somebody saying you're wrong on this or you're wrong. They just throw names. They threaten her.
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome. I don't know. President Trump should have her working for him. I'm
You know what's
serious.
weird too? She is unduly punished, as in like there's people that are like a lot more famous than her who have at least kind of like had more of a platform and more financial security than her,
Yeah.
and they have a lot less like
Because
deplatforming
she-
than her.
because
She's banned
she
from like
had-
Uber
because she
and
was
PayPal
over the target
and
from
Venmo
day one, dude.
and
She was
everything.
over the target from day one.
Yeah.
She was over the target. She's investigated Orlando.
Like she's banned from like
Vegas.
regular civilian services.
She exposed
It's
Ilhan
really bad.
Omar before she even ran. She
Oh, yeah.
exposed everybody.
The Pelosi gag was
come
fun.
on.
That was a
Well,
fun
she even
gag.
chained herself by Twitter. Remember?
Well, yeah,
in the
but that's
city?
like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
but that's
Pelosi,
something
yeah,
people
that's
do. But the Pelosi was
that
funny.
was awesome.
That was funny.
No, but she still has a website. I think it's freelauraloomer.com. Freelaura.com.
I don't know. Let's check. We'll see. I don't know.
Give her love, man. She still has a website, man. Give Laura. I love Laura, man. She's got more balls than anybody in the left either, man.
Freeloomer.com.
Yeah, Freeloomer. Yeah,
See,
man.
here it is. We'll show the people real briefly.
I love Laura, man.
Because I mean,
I
she has
miss
a
her.
hard time even being able to like. I mean, I swear to God.
And she's a Jewish girl. Look how bad these Nazi anti-Semites go out. The left are the Nazis. I'm serious. I'm not being funny. I think the left has combined Nazis and communists together. All the leftover Nazis and commies got together and are trying to take over the world. It's something out of a movie. It's like Cobra and shit, or from G.I. Joe and shit. I'm telling you. It's a combo of Nazis, because Soros again admitted on tape that he confiscated stuff from the Jews for the Nazis, and he was happy about it. There's a video out there too. Of course, they're gonna say it. Yeah, I've seen the video 100 times. So is everybody. Laura is awesome. I love this girl. She's a patriot.
It's probably a long shot, but I'll reach out to her. I do have her contact info. I'll see if she wants to hop on one day.
Oh
on a
look,
little
she's already
video
raised
chat or something.
82,000. Good man, because
Well, she needs it for
she's
projects,
suing. No, she's also suing social media. Good. Because, listen, I'm sick of this. People saying about social media that it's privately owned companies. They're publicly traded. They trade on the stock market. They got to abide by anti-discrimination laws. Every private business, okay? No business has a right, if they're private, not to serve you because of the color of your skin, your sexual orientation, or nothing like that, okay? So these big tech companies are freaking publicly traded. So they're not private, and they have to abide by anti-discrimination law. Okay, and Laura Loomer, like I said, nobody ever debated her. Whenever she went, she even went to Alyssa Milano and tried to talk to her. Like, how could you be part of Women's March and you support mutilation, genital mutilation?
Yeah,
all that?
FGM, right?
Not one person. Again, imagine you put Chadwick Moore, Laura Loomer, Mark Levin. There's a million, anybody
There's
on the right, and have them debate. Who on the left would actually out debate
None
them?
of them are taking it. None of them are taking it. People, like you said before, people are like, we will kick you a bunch of money, and they're still like, no thanks, we can't do it.
No, because again, it's all lies what the left says. It's all true what we say. And nobody would debate us. Like I said, even
it's like they know that the JV squad, they can't play the varsity. You can't scrimmage them. You just stay off the field.
With Laura Loomer. You know what? If she was wrong about things, and they've called her a white supremacist and a Nazi, and she's a proud Jewish girl who supports Israel all the time, man. And they've called her a white supremacist, man. Laura Loomer, God bless you. She's the Xena, man, and she's a Xena of the right. I love that.
Well, yeah, but that's in the same way they'll call Chadwick homophobic when he's a gay man. He's like, and he's like one of the most honest journalists.
Look how they treat
and most
Chadwick.
measured people that I know in what he writes.
Oh, what about that, huh?
They'll, like you said, as soon as you deviate even a bit from their compass, they will shun you and shun you and shun you.
Candace Owens, a white supremacist and a Nazi.
It's so unfair.
Really?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Again,
this is what
like
I tell
we said,
people.
those big time black white supremacists.
It's not white supremacy. It's not neo-Nazi. No, it's not about race because it's against good versus evil. That's all this is, folks. In other words, if you're good, you're American. No matter what race you are, you're on our side. Listen, you know what bothers me? President Trump. Remember on the night he announced a victory speech when he won the election. He said it doesn't matter at like 3 a.m. in the morning when he made the speech. I love that speech.
That was a good speech.
Doesn't matter what color you are, what country you come from. Doesn't matter. We're all Americans. Let's unite and work together. He reached out. The first thing he said was unity. That's why the left's narrative is garbage. The first thing he said was, doesn't matter, you're black, you're white, you're Japanese, he even said, and you're an American. We're all together, Latino. Let's come together. He said that from day one. Then his inaugural speech, you know what it is? Libtards watch his inaugural speech. He said, when you're patriotic, there's no room for discrimination. Remember he said that? And he goes,
as long as you bleed the blood of patriotism
we
or
all
something
bleed
like that?
the blood of patriotism, okay? He's really, and listen, you know what? Really quick, go to my Twitter feed a couple of days ago also. I'm going to remind people about something. Back in the days, Jesse Jackson was praising President Trump, how great he was to the community and all that. Yeah, if anything, put in...
what are we searching? I'll
Jesse Jackson's speech. Jesse Jackson thanking President Trump. Oh, really quick. It's right there. Right there. Look, click on that. Yeah.
Click on the...
I remember back in the day, President Trump getting awards for his great work in helping the inner city and minorities. He received those awards in the presence of Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was with him.
In photos.
Really?
It's provable.
It's provable.
It's not even like hearsay.
Oprah had even asked him back then to run for president. Now look at Jesse Jackson. Meanwhile, this piece of garbage turned on President Trump. Look at this. It's right there. Shame on you, Jesse.
Let's see what we got here.
But look back then.
Is it a picture or a video?
No, video.
Yeah, it's just take a second. I don't know. Let me refresh.
Oh,
wow.
Friend who has...
Sorry, I think I might have...
well, he is deceptive in that his...
Might be having some...
It's freezing.
Bandwidth difficulties, even though I have really good internet.
social style is of such one who has... well, he is deceptive in that his social style is of such. One can miss his seriousness and his commitment, for the success is beyond argument. When we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, he gave us space at 40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there. And beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of his style and his pizzazz, he's a serious person who's an effective builder of building for the builder of people. Last year he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, he was good then, huh?
I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the number's going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is black and minority folks. So I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here. I look forward to some questions. And then I don't know how we're ever going to leave this building today, because if you look outside, it is terrible. But we'll figure a way. There's always a way. And thank you, Jesse, and congratulations.
I remember this back in the days. He was the toast of the town back then for helping everybody back then, man. You know what I mean? Shame on Jackson, shame on Oprah, anybody who turned on him. But you know who supports him? You know who I love? Think about this. Dr. Alveda King. Martin Luther King's niece supports President
I heard about that.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Who's better than that?
Yeah. Well, because he would be decrying all this identity politics that the left is pushing is like direct antithesis to what he believed in himself.
Thank
he
you.
would be telling
So I
them
said,
crazy.
Dr. Alveda, Martin Luther King's niece is on his side. Thank you. So we're good. Okay. Anyway, just to show you one other thing, how the Democrats really feel about people. Go back to my Twitter. It was right around there. Look, right there, Cali conservative. You see that?
Right here.
First of all, on the last tweet, that was Sharice Lane. If you notice, the one that tweeted that out originally on the last tweet, she's not a white supremacist. No.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You'd be hard-pressed to call her that.
And she loves President Trump. Beautiful African-American woman. Okay. So, now...
You never know. A lot of them are white supremacists these days.
Oh, yeah, sure. The left of the white supremacists. Think about it. The left of the bad whites. The left of the Nazis. The left of the freaking commies. The left of the racists. Okay, so the Democrats are the racists. We all know that, okay? So, now look at this. This guy, look how this guy was treated at a Democrat convention in Cali. Just click on the video. It's a video. Look at this.
Oh, I saw this. Hang on, let me pause this.
Oh,
so I
yeah?
get the
Have you
sound
seen
on.
this before?
I have, yeah. I think, yeah, you know the story you were just saying, right?
Yeah. Look how this guy, first of all, that security guard, you want to step in the ring, bro? If anybody knows this guy, no, I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not threatening him.
He's about to be the meme champion of the week.
We could
Everyone's gonna
step in
meme
the
this
ring.
guy.
We'll do a charity event. I'll give half of my winnings to a veterans charity. No problem. We'll step in the ring. Look at the security guard. When you see the way he acts, you're going to agree with me. Anybody knows this guy, man? I don't know who this guy is, bro. Yo, you think you're tough, bro? You think you're tough? You ain't tough, bro. Step in the ring with me. You won't last 2 seconds, boy. You dirtbag. Look how he treats this man. Look.
Yeah, it's just, it's all together. It's unnecessary.
Look at this.
Let's see.
What did he do? You do need to explain.
No, stop.
I'll explain that. For the safety of everybody in the building and people off property. If he refuses to leave property, I'll have to notice. Okay?
No, it's not okay.
Okay, well, it's
what
not
did he do to make you want to arrest him?
I will explain it to you afterwards, but for everybody's safety,
For
I'm
their
making
safety.
This don't make no sense.
Hold on, man.
I'm giving him the option of leaving on his
He's
own
going to
without
leave
Yeah,
because
the
he
nice
doesn't
big
want
nose,
to
too.
be arrested,
Nice
of
right
course.
hook, right
This is a
But
Democratic
it's all
convention,
for the safety.
for those that don't know.
In
I don't
Cali.
understand.
He's trying to find a Jeffrey.
Is there a way I can have
They want to let illegals flood the country. They have illegals actually
I'm
at this
Jesse.
convention, but they don't let an American.
He's
They
with
don't want
me.
to show what the
He's
power
in
is.
charge. I'm speaking at a caucus.
Okay,
So
absolutely.
what did he do?
He's with a speaker at the caucus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You can
need to
explain
get-
it now because I don't even know what I did.
Okay, hold on.
How's he a danger to this convention?
The guy in the pink suit is a speaker at the convention. The guy they're kicking out is his associate of some kind who works with him in some way in like outreach with the homeless community or something like that, I think. Yeah.
And look at the way he's
Tell
treated.
him what he did.
No reason why. Look at the security guard. Bro, what's up, bro? This shit made me crazy.
He won't explain for any reason why they're kicking them out.
I'm not safe. I don't
If the guy did something, explain what he did, right?
Okay,
It's reasonable. It's reasonable to do.
Saying safe, and you got two police with
Look,
guns.
even as a gentrification sucks.
I don't see anybody in danger with two police with guns. So you're kind of making something out of nothing. I understand maybe you want him to leave. So he's going to leave.
Meanwhile, if President Trump ever saw this, I bet you he'd invite that guy to his next rally.
See, watch, listen, this guy's explaining it nicely, and watch how he treats
But
them.
you are leaving. I understand maybe you want him to leave.
Yeah,
so he's going to leave.
Fantastic.
But you also owe him the reason why you're putting him out.
For the safety and security of everybody here, I will explain that to you after he is off the property.
I'm not okay, but I didn't do anything.
I understand.
And I wasn't even loud like that. I just asked for you.
Okay.
Personally, he being an asshole, really, if you think about it.
Thank you, sir.
Watch this. Watch this. folks.
Curious, who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
I'm security with the Democratic Party.
Security?
Look at this arrogant, cocky bastard. We won't last 2 seconds with me in the ring.
What did he do?
Thinks he's tough. Look.
Sure, I don't have to answer any
Look,
of
I don't
this
gotta tell you
questions.
anything.
If you
Look
want
at
to
this
talk.
piece of garbage. Look at that. They're a pretty boy with the
What did he
nose,
do?
huh? The nose
Sure,
so
I
good
don't-
after a
Security?
right hook, boy.
Okay.
Punk. I ain't threatening nobody but a challenge. A challenge is not a threat.
What did he do?
He's one of these little
Sure, I don't
punks.
have to answer any of those
Hey,
questions.
everyone, anybody
If you wanna
contact this
talk
guy
to me,
and
you
step
can
in the
contact
ring,
the
no
Democratic
problem,
Party.
man. No, we'll do it for charity in front of the whole world. We'll show everybody the video first, and then we'll have the match so people understand. So, you know what I mean? You punk. Yeah, you punk. You see the way he treated that man, bro? That's what they treat Americans, right?
Yeah, how
Hey,
hard
you
would it have
punk.
been to just explain why he was
Yeah,
throwing
what did he
him
do
out?
wrong?
You know?
What did he do wrong? Go ahead.
Even if you wanted to kind of make it up or embellish, like why not just give him something
So
so, you
that
could
sums
say
up
you
the
did,
Democrats. They
you
don't
know?
give a crap about nobody, okay?
And he even told them he would explain after they left.
Yeah.
And when he
After-
left,
th-
they didn't tell
there
his
was a
entourage
danger,
guy.
and the
what
guy
that
goes, "But there's 2 cops with guns over here.
Yeah,
How
he's
is
like,
there
"How's
a
it
danger?"
Yeah.
Like,
And the cops were fairly cool about everything.
Yeah.
For their point, for their end.
of course,
you
the
know?
poor cops are just following orders. So if they didn't, then they'd be fired because one Democrat would call up and say fire him, and that would be that. You know, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, because I'm sure if that's the convention, it's in a city that's very friendly to their.
Thank
you
you.
know,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Sure,
So,
it's not.
yeah.
In, sure, it's not in.
So I'm glad you all saw that video,
you know.
just the way, just to show you how they treat people over there, the Democrats. Meanwhile, President Trump will probably have that guy as a guest of honor in the White House if he ever saw that video.
I mean, that'd be the most smart thing he could do
Not
right now.
smart,
Have
but he
both
would
of those
like to
guys
do
in
it.
there. You know, I mean, it's like,
He would like to do
but
it.
think
I mean,
about how
he
good of a
doesn't know
gesture
it.
that would be. You
If
know,
somebody could let President Trump know about that, you know, if somebody could show him that, go ahead. You know what I mean? I bet you the guy would be invited to the White House or at least a rally sitting behind them. All right? Because,
Yeah,
you know, we
right.
care about all Americans. We care about our Americans. Doesn't matter what race, color, religion, none.
Yeah, you know what? That
You're
guy
a
had an
patriot, you
organization.
Join us. We welcome all the good people. We love all the good people right here. Join our movement. Okay? MAGA movement.
that guy had a shirt on from an organization. I bet if you look them up and call them, you could be like, "We're inviting you to the next rally. We're gonna help you out. Blah 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 blah. Come as our guest." You know what I mean? Sit with these people, whoever they are that are important. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That'd be cool to do.
Yep.
That'd be very nice to do.
So I just wanted to show all you that stuff. So, listen, thank you again for tuning in as always. God bless all of you. Have a great week. Remember, Tuesdays, Uncle Tony Tuesdays. All right? We try to get on at 10, but again, you know, we get delayed. Sometimes the software, you know, things happen. You know, New York is very crowded everywhere. It takes a while to get places, so it'll be a little late. But regardless, thank you so much. God bless all of you. God bless the USA and President Trump and all the great people, all the great patriots in this country. God bless all of you. Have a great week. See you next Tuesday. MAGA, CAG 2020, President Trump 2020.